welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be reacting to Persona openings. Yay! Now this will be part 1 video, so there might be other parts coming up in the future. But in any case, if you have a video that you'd like me to react to guaranteed though, then be sure to go to my sponsor page, sponsor.app/Trailblazer_Didina. Now let's get started. This is Persona Intro Revelations PS1. Whoa. I wonder how old this is. I mean, it's PS1, so when did PS1 come out? I never had a console growing up, so I don't have any idea. I dreamed I was a butterfly. I couldn't tell I was dreaming, but when I woke up, I was not a butterfly. Was I dreaming that I was the butterfly, or was the butterfly dreaming that it was me? Even if there's a difference between the butterfly and I, the distinction is an absolute, and there is no relationship of cause and effect. Soshi. Hey, it's the butterfly. Ugh. What was that? Is this like a horror game first? Because I remember reading Persona 3 when I was in middle school, like the manga, and I liked it. But this is really scary. But now I wonder, what does Persona, or what makes a Persona game Persona? I guess it's showing where the game story is going to take place. That toppling over does not seem like a good thing. Revelations Persona. 1996! Ah, wow, it was 1 year after I was born. Oh, there's an epilepsy warning, oh boy. Which one is this for? Megami Ibunroku Persona Digital Collection. Oh gosh. Okay, I can see. Oh my god, no. Oh, oh, what the? Yeah, oh gosh. Ah. Oh, my eyes. I know it looks like I'm closing my eyes, but I'm just squinting them right now. It's hard to look when it's like flashing. I didn't think it was gonna be to this degree. Persona. At least here they didn't do any of the flashing stuff. That was so painful. The night is still here. Okay, this is Persona 2. It's still, the streets are quiet. In this house lived my love. I know, this is making it seem like a true horror game instead. She left the town long before, yet her house is still standing in the same place. It's the darn butterfly. There I also see a man standing and staring into the heavens. It's that darn school again. wringing his hands in violent grief. I shudder when I behold his face. Dun dun dun. The moon reveals to me my own likeness. You doppelganger, you pale companion, why do you mimic my love sickness? This is kinda creepy. That tormented me at this place for so many nights in the past. Doesn't help with the piano. Now there's a flower? What, did someone die? Oh no. Joker? Oh my gosh. Okay, so they do have abilities. Oh, so that's what it looks like. Then I suppose that person who was standing in front of that red thing is the main character for Persona 2? Okay, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. That's what it said, right? Yeah, PlayStation. Opening a movie. Persona 25th. Oh, that's so smooth. Seven Sisters? I think that's what it said. I'm recognizing these places now from the first two openings. I just can't tell who the main character is. You know what this reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of the anime like Ghost in the Shell and that type back in the day. Kind of gives me similar feels as that. I think it was Ghost in the Shell. It has like a very nitty-gritty animation. That's what it reminds me of. And this is Persona 3 opening. Nice. Now this is what I'm familiar with. I don't know the entire story anymore because it was back in middle school. But I remember liking it a lot, so I guess we'll see. Memento Mori. Or Mori. Ergo Sum. Remember that you are mortal. I really liked the concept when I was in middle school. But I didn't really understand what was going on too much because the manga itself wasn't very good, if I remember correctly. Ooh, turning into ashes or smoke. think that was the first opening that had vocals, right? Okay, Persona 3 Fez. I like this song. So get down, my lyrical depths to roll battle smack down now. Gotta shoot to kill, I shoot to skill. Don't you be afraid, man's gotta do how it feels. 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, 10. I flip the script to make it to the top 10. Go. Oh, so that's how it looked. It's so cute. Huh, I didn't think they were gonna show like the actual gameplay. Fez, BBF. Persona Trinity Soul, Opening 1. It's actually pretty old, huh? I mean, looking at the opening itself. It's kind of like darker than black. Animation style, or even the drawing style. Darker than black was so good. Feathers falling. I feel like they don't really do that much anymore in recent anime. This one is Trinity Soul Opening 2. It also kind of reminds me of, what was it? Spiral? That anime. Not sure if you guys know of that one though. But it seems like in Persona Trinity Soul, the main character looks older than a student age. Aren't usually Persona games following students as protagonists? Like, this guy does not look like he's in school. And it's Flo. And this one is Persona 4. Now this is the one that a lot of people say that is really good. I've yet to watch it though. I thought the concept was really interesting though, when I heard of it. I think one of the strongest points for Persona are their interesting concepts. It's very unique and refreshing. Or at least I haven't seen many shows with similar concepts as theirs. Maybe in the game world it's different though. Maybe there are similar concepts. Super catchy. I noticed that they like to do very jazzy stuff. What was it? Persona opening movie. I'm not sure which Persona it is. Hoo-hoo! I feel like it lost some of its horror elements from the Persona 1 game, which is an interesting change. I mean, it's still scary, especially with the concepts, and creepy, but within the openings, it wasn't as scary as the game went by. Although this one's kind of creepy. I just don't know which Persona it's supposed to be. Which Persona are you? The first one? Oh, that was a very interesting video. I don't know what exactly it was covering though. It's the last one for today. Persona 3 PSP opening movie. Ooh. I think this song is more to my taste out of all the ones we've seen so far. I think one of the things that stood out to me when I was in middle school was the main character design. He seemed so angsty and depressed. And then in that first chapter when he put the gun to his temple, I was like, holy! This is different. To live is, not hard to tell. Okay, so before, let me stop this. But the next one will start with Persona 2 Innocent Sin opening. So far, I found the openings to be very enjoyable. Obviously, it's kind of hard to see because they're pretty old, but I liked how creepy the first two openings were, or at least the first game was. It was extremely creepy with the piano, and there was like no vocals, and you don't even get to see the characters much. It was just mostly like the buildings and the environment art, which is fine. It's just that it did increase the amount of creepiness that you would feel when you're watching it. And then as each game was released, and obviously at one point, I think it was starting with Persona 3, they added in vocals to the song. So it didn't feel as creepy and scary. It felt a lot more like, oh, this is enjoyable realm, I suppose. So I did like that. Although I did say that I read Persona 3 when I was like in middle school, it doesn't mean I remember anything. I only remember like the part where he like, you know, puts the gun to his temple and shoots or whatever you want to call it. And then summons that thing and time stops, or some kind of like separate realm or something along those lines. And he arrives as like a new student or transfer student or something. That's all I remember. I don't remember the rest. I know I read all of it, but I don't even remember what the ending was for the manga. I don't even know if they even reached the end for the manga properly that the game shows. Obviously, the game's obviously going to be way better since the manga didn't really make much sense from what I remember. So for those of you considering reading the manga, don't. I can tell you up front right now, they didn't really do a good job adapting it. Or maybe the game is just as confusing. I'm not sure. I don't think it is since there's a huge fandom for it, but I don't know, maybe it was just my brain that wasn't developed enough to understand the manga, but I understood like other ones that were a little bit more complex, so I'm not sure. Either way, don't read the manga. I don't recommend it at all, for that matter. On that note, I did like to see the progression, but I still do wonder what makes Persona games Persona. Is it like the things that they summon that ends up fighting for them against enemies? Is that what makes Persona Persona? That's something that I'm still trying to figure out as I watch these openings. So if you have a definition of why you think or what makes Persona games Persona, let me know down below in the comments. In any case, I'm quite excited to check out the rest. I like the music. It's very jazzy. I like the fact that they went for like a jazzy route for their music. Maybe not for all of them, but for the most, it really seems like they're going down that kind of route with the jazz music. Even if there are vocals, it makes you feel relaxed when you're listening to the opening, except for the first two. The first two is just like an exception. Everything else has like a standard like pattern to it. But the first two is like piano, no vocals, creepiness enhanced. And then the rest are like jazzy, super chill. But obviously there's a lot of stuff going on that are pretty dark when it comes to themes. So that was quite an interesting switch up that they did. I suppose in the long run, they made the right choice though. Because if they stuck to how they did it in the first two games, I don't think it would be maybe received well by the general audience, or maybe it would. I guess it could work. Well, let me know down below what you prefer. Do you prefer the first two games opening style, or do you like the way that they do it now? Or in the ones that I did watch that were later? Let me know down below in the comments. In any case, I enjoyed watching these, and if you did too, then be sure to give it a like, comment below, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!